unfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate, I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands, no man the man, oh deal with the hands, thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans, I do what I want, they do what they can, got it on smash, put on the gas, I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And off we go from Seattle. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Move 15. 50.
Hey, watch the lane.
19.
Check the backer, check the back.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. Right stone. Travel. Good guys, 4 down, 4 down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Front left, front left.
The trash.
Friday, front, good tight.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
Gun, gun, gun.
On second down, it's Lynch, and he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Gun, gun, gun. Gotta go, in and out, let's go.
Rush in.
On third down, they go Lynch. And a good tackle there right around the 30, stops him short of the first down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set.
Check. Good job right there. Good job right there.
Zoom, zoom. Hey, Mike's 50.
Right.
Mike's 50. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Look for signals.
Screen. Say.
Punch left, punch left.
Switch it. 66.
Right.
Running for it. Here's Lynch. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Mike, 60 yards. 50. Coming to you.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danico Autry, and the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position.
Pittsburgh. Watch the pass. Watch it. West. Zip it. Staying open. Buzz.
Now the first carry from Marlon Mack. And an alley to run. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Check 13. 50.
Here's Brissett. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 6 yards away, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Touch 50, touch 50.
On 3rd and 1, Wilson under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down?
Left hash, left hash.
Mike, hot 7. Get him, get him, get him. Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go, here we go.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
Mike 50.
Listen.
First down, the run with Lynch. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
One left.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
A 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
Big edge.
Good job right there.
That's another Seahawks. First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One left.
Mike 50. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Lynch. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. And the Seahawks on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10.
Good guys, 4 down, 4 down. Hey, 0, 0, 0.
Get him, you got him.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Here's Wilson. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Check, lady.
Check, Mike 50, Mike 50. We got double up, double up, double up, double up. Tighten up.
Left hash, left hash. Good guys, 4 down, 4 down.
Go now.
Fair.
Hey.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
We want it. Come to my world. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando.
Mike's 50. Don't. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. I'm here all day.
19.
Mike 50. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
From the shotgun, Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Man. Check three.
Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A 1-yard touchdown reception as they are now on the board here in the first half. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A good pickup there, a 22. On 1st and 10, Brissett. A good throw here, finding Pascal. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Watch the shift. Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go, D. Let's go. Joker, 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 Joker. Set, go. Set.
Brissett. And he whips that one incomplete there.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards the pickup there.
Here we go, here we go. Hey, come on.
On first down, Mack. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 2-yard line.
50's the mic. 50's the mic.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Hey, watch it.
They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack as the first half is winding down. And the Colts have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Big stop, let's go. Mike.
18.
50. Get that quarterback.
Go.
Showing up.
Good job right there.
Let's go, Mike. 50. 50. Go on.
Good.
From the 31, Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I'll go special.
D-line, get that quarterback.
Alert.
On third down, Wilson.
They're not ready for this.
He's going to float this one deep right side.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Come on, let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check 24, check 24. Go. Motion. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. Not today. Go. Not today.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
H3, 218. Come on, let's bring it. Let's
Brissett.
Let's bring it. Check 52.
And he's got his man on the out route. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Orbit.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Ready? Hey, watch Sam. Check.
To throw again on second down. Brissett. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Mike's 5'4". It's just me and you.
On third down, a run by Mack. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike.
They'll try and throw for it here. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete.
Let's go, baby.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Check safety, check.
They'll run on first down. Hines. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Hold up.
Mike's 50.
Second and 5 now. Brissett taken in by the tight end Doyle. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Y'all not ready. General, West.
He's coming, double up.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brissett. He's got Jack Doyle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Wing. Tackles. Ready, go.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Yes. Off.
They'll run here with Mack, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. Room here to run. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Marshawn Lynch, 69 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter, and don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Shift.
Mike's 50, Mike.
Staying on the ground with Mack. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Now Brissett. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll run with Lynch. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Here we go.
Following the penalty, Lynch. And not much running room. Down to the 32. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. They'll run for it. Lynch. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Under crunch.
On 3rd down, it's Lynch. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the 1st at about the 21. Now the Seahawks going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got the 1st down inside the 10, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett in the final minute as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game.
Here we go. 50 set. Drop deep, drop deep. Seco.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And say what you want about CenturyLink Field up in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets?
Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off each store.
The Raiders are now on the clock.
10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news.